What's happening? I'm Spleenathon. For the past 3 years, I've been uploading videos on YouTube, but I've always wondered what could I be doing better. That's where the book My Life as a YouTuber comes into play. It was written by the world-renowned author Janet Tajin and was illustrated by the Da Vinci of modern times, Jake Tajin. The book lasts an astounding 248 pages and certainly would offer advice for my channel. I expect nothing less than from someone who wrote a book adapted into a Disney Channel movie. I first received the novel in 6th grade but gave up after only reading 20 pages. Now, as a high school sophomore, I began rereading this book after my English midterm final. I was sitting across from the girl I like, only for me to pull out a book titled My Life as a YouTuber. It goes without saying that I'm a master of unspoken riz. Regardless, I read the story, and here are my takeaways. The book centers around Derek, who attends a school that provides an after-school YouTube elective. The course is taught by Tom Ennis, a local YouTube celebrity. My neighbors call me a local YouTube celebrity too. Interestingly, 7th graders take this class, even though I'm certain that 12-year-olds aren't allowed to make YouTube videos, or else they will face the wrath of COPPA. All students in this elective have high expectations for their success. However, if you go on YouTube with this outlook, you will face a lot of disappointment. Subscribers do not come fast. My original goal on YouTube was to get just 50 subscribers. A year after I made Spleenathon, it had only 40 subscribers. Therefore, it is crucial to treat YouTube as a hobby rather than as a job. Mr. Ennis makes the students read a list of restrictions, which presumably includes the one about them being too young to be on YouTube. I digress. One of the key rules is avoiding copyrighted material, which is easy. Just use Kevin MacLeod's music. As a matter of fact, Mr. Ennis is so strongly against copyright violations that he will remove any perpetrators from his class. Being removed from the class is possibly the worst thing that could happen to these students. They seem to think this elective is the only way they'll be able to upload to YouTube. Some of Derek's friends are devastated when they do not make it into the class, but don't worry, 2 other students go through a life-altering experience, being forced to move to another country, leaving behind everything and everyone they knew and loved. Despite this, Derek treats it like a celebration, because now there's space for his 2 friends to join the class. Eventually we get to the part where the students make their YouTube channels. Their first challenge is creating a channel name. Mr. Ennis's channel is called LOL Illusions, proving that you can succeed even with the worst account name imaginable. This story highlights that creating an original channel name is nearly impossible. Even if you're out here making up brand new words, somehow, someone, somewhere has already taken it. Heck, when I made my channel Spleenathon, the username was already occupied. I guess this shouldn't come as a surprise when there are 1.8 billion Google accounts. Mr. Ennis requires his students to make a profile picture, channel banner, and get a custom URL for their channels. The profile picture and banner are reasonable requests since all YouTube channels are allowed to do this. However, getting a custom URL is a bit more of a stretch, since this is a privilege only granted to channels with over 100 subscribers. By Mr. Ennis's logic, the students need to get a custom URL to get subscribers. But how do they get a custom URL? They need to have subscribers. The students eventually create their channels and upload videos of the expected quality from 7th graders. Only one student, Matt, took the gameplay approach, and why is that? Actually, Ms. Tajin has a lot to say about gaming channels, and it would seem that she is unimpressed with the genre as a whole, stating, "It's not original, and I wait for the video to get wild, but it's pretty much Matt sitting at his laptop doing a run-through." And Matt's content is the worst thing anyone can say about a YouTube channel. It's boring. Meanwhile, Derek decided to feature his pet monkey Frank on his channel. The premise is that he fills a hot sauce bottle with ketchup and he hides it somewhere in the house for Frank to find. What's concerning is that Derek doesn't seek his parents' approval for this and seems to neglect Frank's well-being. Derek makes maybe a dozen videos like this, with the series reaching its height when he puts Frank on a treadmill. I've got to respect it though, as my most viewed video involved a treadmill as well. One commenter called Derek out, "You're abusing that poor animal." Derek reacts by brushing off the negative comment as if he's not neglecting Frank. You cannot be putting a monkey on a treadmill, feeding him enough ketchup to make him 130% his weight, and say the commenter is just a hater. Moving on, fellow content creators, we've all had it happen to us. One of our videos underperforms. This is devastating for any real person. The same thing happens to Derek. As a result, he ends up watching it over and over. The next day in class, the students look at their analytics. By then, Derek's video has 223 views. Using statistics, Mr. Ennis exposes Derek in front of the whole class. What did the statistics say? That a 12-year-old boy in Los Angeles watched the video 221 times. First, this reinforces my concern that Derek is too young to be doing YouTube. Second, it seems Mr. Ennis is demeaning just to be mean-spirited. And I doubt bullying was covered in the waivers the students signed. Regardless, fate finally catches up with Derek. After gaining 15,000 views and 2,000 subscribers, an unimaginable sub-to-view ratio, I might add, Derek's parents discover what he's done to mistreat Frank, and they force Derek to remove all his videos. Frank is ousted from Derek's family by the Capuchin Foundation due to negligence. As a result of this book being published 5 years ago, it's safe to say not all aspects have withstood the test of time, especially in regard to its portrayal of celebrities. For instance, when Derek reflects on his growth, He states, "I thought I'd be a star by now, like Logan and Jake Paul." Logan's Paul reputation had been tarnished in 2017, and My Life as a YouTuber was published in 2018. So why did Miss Tajin choose Logan Paul of all people to be an inspiration for the main character? Oh, and Jake Paul, on the other hand, has always been considered dislikable. As a matter of fact, the bus driver at my school told me Jake Paul lost his latest fight, which I didn't even know about. Do you remember that part about Frank being taken away from Derek? Yeah, that's just how the story ends. In conclusion, this book offers some good insight into what it's like being a YouTuber. For paperback, it costs $7.99 US dollars and $10.99 Canadian dollars. Personally, I would not get the book if you live in Canada because it's more expensive there. Well, if you expect me to do more book reviews, then keep dreaming. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Subscribe to become a super subscriber. Share this video with anyone you think may enjoy it. And I'll never see you, but I hope you'll see me in the next video. Goodbye.